So is this what we've become? Podcasting about podcasts?
Dude, we should do that.
Dude, this is the podcast podcast. Or podcast squared for those
we'll keep the
who know
name.
how math works.
We'll keep the name Bigoofs because our whole Bigoof is that we just advertise for other podcasts. So we never have the consistent listener ever.
It's like we're talking about podcasts that make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And we think we need to advertise them.
Yeah, it's like we're doing them a favor.
All right, so hey, what's up? I'm Danny.
I'm Patrick.
I think you usually say like.
And here we are at episode 6. Got a lot in store. I don't know what, but here we are.
Do we want to do this over again?
You know what? This is our content. This is a big oof.
Is this us just trying to stick to our path, or is this us getting lazy and not wanting to do it over again?
Not having enough caffeine in my body.
Okay. Let's get the energy up. Let's get pumping. Let's be excited.
Up the jam.
We have a new mixer. We have new lighting.
I'm excited for one of those things.
We need to be ready for this one. This is basically our debut. Like, we might take down the first 5 podcasts, and this is all we're starting.
Wait,
off.
who we fighting?
I'm looking so white. My parents might disown me soon.
Shit, dude.
All right, so we usually start off with Big Oops. So do you want to start off first? Or?
I'll go first.
Right.
So as you've noticed, I'm on the other side. We switched sides.
Yeah, this feels a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, but we got to do what we got to do because
I usually lean to my right side. Now this time I got to lean to my left side.
I'm actually so uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
It's just like, oh, how do we do this? My body's like a spring ready to snap back. It's just,
it's like God. You have the extra pillow, and I'm really jealous.
Take the extra pillow.
No, it's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
That's where it goes. Anyway, we're like this in this. This is why we started off so rough. Because here we are. I keep wanting to go this way and talking to you, but I can't.
Yeah, our mojo's off.
Because
some could say.
I can't hear out of my right ear at all. Like it happened like a week ago, where I was just laying down in bed and I was like, my ear's kind of clogged. I went and talked to my mom about it. She was like, oh, you can use this Debrox stuff. And she gave me the Debrox, and it's supposed to like get foam in your ear and stuff. Really hurt.
What happened? Did you hit your hand?
I hit my hand. Anyway.
I thought something fell.
And it's supposed to like clear it out.
Okay.
So I do it, and now I can't hear.
So it made it worse? Like
it made it 100 times worse. Like before, it was just like, oh, there's something in my ear. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And
do you think you could do it again and cancel each other out? Like
I've done it 20 times.
Oof.
I've used this stuff 20 times just in hope. And here's the thing. Here's what people keep telling me. They're like, you're supposed to flush it out with water. It says to flush it out with warm water. Every single person has been like, why would you put water in your ear? That's just going to make it worse. And I'm like, that's what the box told me. I am doing it straight off the box.
Sounds like you need to change the formula.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm just going to go deaf because I'd rather go deaf than go to the doctor. And that's my big oof. I'd rather die than go have to tell somebody what's wrong with me.
Oh no, I get so annoyed when like there's something wrong with my ear, and every now and then I'll get. I think this is a problem with me too, but every now and then do you get like a high pitched thing happening where?
Yes, I always have that.
Yeah, it's like every now and then you just hear like it's silence and you're like, fuck. I was like, I'm dying. Oh God, it's happening.
Here's the thing. Here's what's horrible. I can hear everything that's happening in my head that I couldn't before. I can hear like
so it's like bottled in, so you can hear yourself.
I can hear I can hear my tongue move,
dude.
I took a sip of soda and I heard the fizzles. Oh my God! In my brain,
you're like the useless Daredevil. You can increase your hearing, but you can only hear things you do.
I can only. It's like if something's going on, I'll fucking know about it.
It's like a Marvel movie when like it zooms in and then like you zoom in, you just hear the and you're like, oh, I can hear. No, that's kind of terrifying.
I'm a cripple.
I even hate listening. I hate chewing food while I'm like have headphones in because I hate the sound of it. Like because it's so muffled in and all you can hear is just.
I've chosen not to eat because I'd rather not eat than listen to that.
Or go to the doctor. You'd rather just die.
Yeah.
That's
my course of action.
Yeah. Okay. So my big oof of the week was I was chilling in my So I'm in this computer class.
Hot.
Everybody's on their computers, whatever. And my computer is actually faced towards the professor, but I didn't want to do any work. I just wanted to play games while I was in there. So I got on my laptop and just had the laptop on my lap facing the
this was
computer or the professor.
Grade school, right?
No, this was this week. Sounds like it would be a grade school scenario, but no, this is college for you, buddy. And
listen, man, I'll bust out my Switch. I don't care anymore.
So I'm just
middle of class, just poof.
I'm just playing. I'm just on my laptop. And then let me give some background. At this point, it was around at least 4:00 in the afternoon or whatever you call that, evening. And I've not eaten anything, but I've had a coffee. So my stomach wasn't too pleased with me. My stomach was not, me and my stomach weren't best buds at this moment. He was very upset with me.
A falling out.
So I was chilling, sitting on my laptop, and my stomach just kind of goes, and I'm just like, well, that's a growl, but whatever. That's humans. That's whatever. Everybody growls. And then the best way I can describe it is that it sounded like a baby hippo was getting strangled in my stomach.
Can we get a live reenactment?
It sounded like, and it lasted a long time. It was like, and then like, my brain's best reaction was to just keep looking down and act like I didn't hear anything.
Absolutely nothing.
If that something happened, no, somebody else. And I saw people look around like, is somebody dying in here? Like, is an old man falling and he can't get up? And he's just like, and I'm just like chilling on my laptop, like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Don't worry. And also, I'm in the corner of the room, so I'm the only one in that direction. So people definitely looked over and was like, that boy got some fucking issues. And I'm just like playing this game.
An animal into this room. We're working here.
Yeah. So, but I think I sort of got away with it. Not everybody heard it.
You did not at all.
So, yeah, they probably just heard it and gave me.
They were being polite.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
all knew.
They were giving me some kind of reassurance, like, don't worry.
Danny, this is why we made this podcast. Yeah, for shit like this.
It's for people to feel bad for us.
Like, please listen to us complain.
Yeah, and
about
please,
how stupid we
please
are.
don't judge me. I just didn't feel like getting food, and I needed coffee to keep me up because I think I got like 2 hours of sleep that night.
That sounds like a whole other issue.
No, that's just my life. I don't go to bed until like at least 4 in the morning every day.
Listen,
this morning I didn't go to bed until 7 a.m.
You are a trooper because Pappy needs to sleep.
I think my biggest issue is I always get worried, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I always get paranoid that I didn't get enough done in the day. So like at the end of the night, I'm like, wow, I really kind of fucked up. Maybe I should have done more today. So I'll start working on shit. Like I'll start editing a video or start like streaming or doing something, and I'll just work on it. And then around 6, like most of the time around 6 in the morning, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not gonna get anything done that productive right now. Like my brain's so dead. I think it's time to go to bed. Like that's usually when I give up. It's like if I do any sort of work, it's just half-assed work that I'm not going to be proud of. So like I'll just go to bed around this time. Yeah. So that's
I do that too. It's just like I'm not going to get anything done. I should just go to bed. But that's at like 8 in the afternoon. I'm like, I can't work past this.
It's right after dinner.
I can't. It's not going to happen, man. I just ate like half a pizza.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong with me, but this mug trips me up.
Would you like a sippy cup?
Fuck you. I don't know what is wrong with this, but it's always.
Do you want me to go get a napkin?
Patrick's getting me a napkin because I'm a child, and I spilled my drink again. I don't know how I keep doing this. I just kind of keep fucking up, and I don't know how to drink. Yeah, but he should be back with a napkin anytime soon. Don't worry. This podcast is gonna keep going. Wait. What the fuck is that sound? What the? Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Hey everybody, it's time for Nintendork news. So this week, I've been watching the internet very carefully.
Tell me the
to
news,
look for
buddy.
Anything beautiful, Nintendo wise.
Lay it on me.
So,
do they have elbows now?
I wish one day, maybe in the next 2 games.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Anyway.
That's when I'll start playing Animal Crossing.
Fuck. So first I'm going to start off with there's a new Smash Bros. Character, Byleth. They are super fun to play with, And everybody was crying little goo goo baby
Yeah,
tears.
isn't everybody pissed off about that?
Everybody was crying big old fat tears because they put another Fire Emblem character.
I agree with them. I think it's dumb as shit.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's really fun to play.
Yeah, so
It's a really fun character.
It's
And
dumb
there's
as
six,
shit.
There's 6 more on the way, so suck a butt.
Fire Emblem characters?
Yeah, they're all the next wave, all Fire Emblem characters.
Okay, you're memeing. I legitimately thought you were being serious.
There's like a whole. They were like, hey, here's this character. And at the end, they're like, so for any of you little bitches that don't like Fire Emblem characters, there's 6 more on the way. Fuck you.
How many Fire Emblem characters are there right now? Do you know? Like generally, is there at least 5?
There's the 2 original. Oh god, there's like 7.
That's so fucking stupid.
Why? Because there's a wealth of hot anime characters to pull from.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even think a lot of people enjoy playing them that much. Like there's some people who really like playing like certain people. Is Marth one of them?
Yes, Marth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Marth and Ike. People like playing them, but I feel like all of the ones that they've added, they're like, oh yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. That's a new character, but they only play it because it's new, and then they'll give up. Like they're not adding anything exciting when they put a new Fire Emblem character into it.
Dude,
they're kind of just like, here's another one with a sword or a whip or whatever.
Okay, so they memed.
Cool.
The people memed. They were very self-aware, and they were like, really, another sword fighter?
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have to give her a lance, a bow, an axe, and a weird whip sword. They barely use their sword. They have all these weapons, and they're like, fuck you, it's not another sword fighter.
It feels cheap.
You know what?
It feels
icky. This is Nintendork news. We only talk good about Nintendo. Anything you say bad about Nintendo will be held against you when I throw you down a fucking pit.
I did like when they added what was the one before this one?
Terry Bogard.
One before that one?
Banjo-Kazooie.
That's what I like. Banjo-Kazooie.
Not Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah.
They're separate people.
I like that a lot. That was cool.
That was
dope as shit.
And then they put a fucking put a fucking Neo Geo character.
Yeah.
And nobody complained like a little bitch about that. They were like, "Oh, cool, whatever."
Is there more Neo?
No.
Whatever. Exactly. Whoa, that's crazy. That's like the reason or something.
It's just like eat shit. Nobody knew what the fuck.
I think it's because you like Fire Emblem.
You
like Fire Emblem, right?
Yes, I love Fire Emblem.
Okay, exactly. They're
I'm
serving
gonna
you.
Hose mad. Listen, as the people in my community like to say, hose mad.
If
hose mad.
Imagine if they put 6 characters from that game that you just mentioned that you didn't know.
I'd be fine with it.
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't. If they're good characters.
By the 6th one, you'd be like, okay, give us another character. Come on, dude.
Yeah, but like there's 50, 60 other characters you can play. So like percentage-wise, it's not that many characters.
Okay.
Anyway, now we're gonna switch to from switching to Smash people being bitches and being sad and goo goo babies. We're gonna switch to Pokemon fans being goo goo babies.
Ooh, I want to hear
which is like
goo-goo babies.
the theme of this year in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is complain.
Yeah.
So there's this thing called Pokemon Home, and they released the information. There is a free version.
Okay.
And there's a paid version.
Okay.
The paid version is $15 a year.
Okay.
People lost their minds. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're scalping us.
Can you explain to me what it is?
So, you can get all your Pokemon on your phone from all your games. You can transfer them over and then send them all over the place and mess with them. And like...
Wait, what happens if it's on your phone? Like, what do you get to do if it's on your phone?
You just like look at them.
That's it.
Yeah, well, there's other stuff. There's like on the free version, you can like send one out through like a wonder trading thing or a mystery trade or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay.
In the paid version, you get 3 of those. You can do like 3 at a time, just like send them out. Maybe it was like 10. It was 10. You get 10. You can send out 10 Pokemon out in the world and get 10 brand new Pokemon. And like
okay.
It's like this whole thing.
Okay.
It's like a whole thing. It's like originally there was Pokemon Bank in the 3DS. You know nothing. This is way over your head.
I think I'm starting to side with the when Goo Goo Babies on this one.
But there's a free version for people who want to cry about it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, yeah, they shouldn't cry if they're just going to use the free one. But at the same time, if you think about it, why the fuck are they making you pay $15? Not just $15 in general, $15 a year
for like servers.
So you have
to pay to have for them to run this shit.
I mean, there's a lot of apps that are free that people just
nothing with like cloud-based. Anything cloud-based you have to pay for.
Clash
Absolutely.
Royale.
Now, I think eventually they might lower the price, but I feel like they offer enough to justify some sort of paid
I mean, yeah,
service.
I am glad that they have a free version.
I'm not saying it's cool that it's $15. I'm saying they're justified in having a paid version. I think 15 is a little excessive.
Yeah.
I just like fighting all these wah babies who complain about everything.
No, yeah, it is good that there's a free version. If there wasn't a free version, that'd be a little ridiculous. But $15 seems a little excessive.
I'll meet you in the middle there.
Yeah.
So on to the happy news. On to my favorite fucking news.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew from the day it got announced, there is an Animal Crossing Switch.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful.
Looks pretty cool.
It's like pastel, green and blue. We should put a picture up.
Yeah, put it right here.
And then put a picture of my wallet empty. Because, my wallet is crying. Because I would, in Japan, you can buy it all separate. You can buy the Joy-Con separate and the dock separate. Nowhere else.
Well, how about you fly to Japan and then get it for free?
Listen, I have had a friend send me stuff from Japan, Nintendo stuff. Like back when Amiibos were really hot.
That sounds cool.
I got I bought like 30 or so.
Yeah.
No, not 30. That's ridiculous.
No, yeah.
15. Yeah. I bought 15. About 15 Amiibos from Japan, and they sent them over. That person doesn't live in Japan anymore, so I'm fucked.
Sucks.
So I'm just like I've been since that got announced, I've been creeping online looking for like a Japanese seller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came. I came. Here we are.
And here we are.
I'm gonna get those Joy-Cons.
It looks really cool. I'll give you that. It looks really dope.
Like I don't like. They like to on all these special Switches. They like to like put like a weird like decal on the back that's like very subtle.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's like weird little islands.
Yeah.
But the Joy-Con look fucking amazing. And like on the dock, it's like Tom Nook's just like stranded on a little island, like, oh, help me. And we're like, no, fuck you.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I also have some gaming news to share with you.
Oh, okay. Let me take off. Hold on.
Yeah,
this is Nintendork news.
Yeah, Nintendork news is off.
This is the end of Nintendork news.
Yeah, now we're moving on to just regular nerd shit. I'll start telling you while you're back there, actually, and I'll just start telling you. So,
don't look at me. I'm naked.
So, I learned this all recently. I had to do some research into it because like my friend told me about it. I just had to figure it out, but I didn't want to bring it up. So apparently, World of Warcraft has a like a custom workshop where people can make their own game modes or just do whatever they want on it. You know, like how a lot of games have that. Like Halo has Forge. Overwatch just like in the past maybe year and a half or so put in their workshop.
Back. I was in the bathroom that whole time.
Put in their workshop or whatever, and so like people can create their own games in there, right? Mm-hmm. And so people are very pissed off in general because apparently, Warcraft 3 is coming out. Warcraft 3 Reforged, I think is what it's called. And a lot of people have a huge amount of complaints for that game already. Apparently, like the servers are shit. A lot of the cutscenes that they advertised was going to be in the game and they said they're going to have a lot more story-driven campaigns are not actually in the game.
What?
And apparently they advertised like cutscenes that they advertised like 2 years ago or not in the game that they released now. Like they didn't even have the basis ones or whatever. And like basically the shittier ones, you know, you get closer to a release and they release like, oh, now this one's going to be in this. And you're like, oh my God, that sounds crazy. But then like, no, none of it's in there apparently. But one of the biggest things that people are getting pissed off about is that, and don't get me wrong, I can see both sides of it before I say it, but
yeah, man, I'd never argue and call somebody mean names just because they had a different opinion.
Blizzard has had a rough couple of years. They've pissed a lot of people off recently. You know,
that's like somebody up at the top is like, let's just fuck with people.
Yeah.
Let's just make people angry.
They're not doing too hot. A lot of games that they're releasing are not doing as well as they expected. They're letting people down.
What's the last good game? Overwatch 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean the World of Warcraft re-release.
Oh, the classic.
That was a lot of people like that.
But then it was like,
but that's basically
there were
just
so many issues with it. It kind of ruined this.
But anyway, so if you don't know what happened, if you don't know about this happening, apparently in back when they first had like their workshop or Forge World or whatever it's called, where people could create their own game modes.
Yep.
That's where MOBAs came out from.
Right.
And that's where Dota came from.
Mm-hmm.
And so Blizzard is trying to prevent that from happening again because they don't want to lose out a bunch of money. So now they put in their fine print for this new game that any game mode that is created in their workshop or whatever is fully belongs to them.
Holy
and they have
shit.
Full like control over what they want to do with it. So now people are fucking livid, which makes so much sense. Like, yes, it's their game technically. They should be able to control it, but you're not making anybody want to create anything. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, why would somebody go like, you can do whatever you want, but anything you do is mine? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, it's like, hey, go work a 20-hour shift, but all the money you make is mine. It's like, no,
that's saying like, here's a canvas, here's some paint, here's some figures. Oh, you're gonna paint something? It's mine. That's my stuff. That's my stuff.
And
Fuck
even if they don't want to like fully take it from you, they can probably just control what you do with it, or like how like change how they want certain things to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like that they do want to like take control of it. They could be like, oh well, we don't want this in there, and you're like, okay, well, it's fucking mine. Like, yeah, they wouldn't micromanage all the tiny game modes, but what if somebody makes a game mode that gets pretty big and shit like that, and like then they're gonna be like, we don't want that to get big. Let's just shut it down or something like that. Like that's ridiculous. I think that's kind of dumb. And everybody is basically on the same mentality of like, you're not doing too hot already. You're like, Blizzard, you're really kind of fucking up. Why are you like, well, our audience really likes making games in this game. Well, let's just take that away too. Let's just say fuck them and just they can't do anything. Let's just play our game and just quiet the fuck down. I don't know. I think it's pretty ridiculous. But that's all I wanted to talk about because Blizzard is meanie
Blizzard
pants.
Needs to figure out what they want.
Yeah.
In life besides money.
Yeah. Yeah, they like I hate when like they take away any game takes away or doesn't have places for people to make their own game modes because that makes games 10 times better and it like makes it longer lasting. Like for example, Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh god.
That game lasted so much longer than it should have because Valve just said
do whatever the fuck you want.
Put in mods, put in your own game modes, make your own maps. We don't give a fuck. And then people still play it. Like probably 10 years after it released or however long it's been. So like people just need to get on that train and just let people do whatever they want. Because if you don't, then people are just going to be like, okay, well, we can't do anything. We can only do the thing that you designed, so we're just going to move on.
Yeah, especially like PC games. That's like one of the main like tent poles of playing on PC is like you can
it's like the freedom.
Make whatever you want, do whatever you want, download whatever you want. You could give you could get everybody big anime titties and if that's what you want, that's what you get.
You had that freedom just to look at big boobies.
Big orc boobies in World of Warcraft. Why not? Why not, man?
Exactly.
Bring it. Bring back never mind.
Bring big booty bitches back. That was it on the nerd shit. I just wanted to talk about that because I hate when like companies try to like limit people's freedom and just be like and I'm not even one of those people that are like America's for freedom, we get to do whatever we want. Like I'm not even like one of those guys. But I also hate when like companies just don't let people. It feels like they don't let them have fun. You know what I mean? They're just like, we want it our way. And this is how we want it. We're going to push this on you. And then everybody's like, well, can we do this? And they're like, no. Can we do this? No. And they're just like pointing their finger down. It's like, no, you play it the way we want it. And it's just, I think it's just dumb. I think it just limits the gaming experience by a lot. In other
gamers
news,
are all about free love, man.
Yeah. In other news, one of our favorite movies is coming out with a new iteration.
What are you talking about?
I know that you're so confused by it. You're like, we enjoy the same movie? What?
I think I know what's happening, but I'm not sure.
Fast and Furious 9.
Oh, fuck that. You know what I was thinking in my head?
What?
You know what? You know what movie I like, and what's getting an actual like remake? Pokemon, the first movie, and it's CG, and it looks weird as shit.
What?
Pokemon, the first movie.
Yeah, no, you don't like it?
I enjoy the original. The new one.
You're stuck in the past, buddy.
The new one, they have weird.
All of my friends saw it. We were all like, "That looks dope as shit. That looks so cool."
Just something about like their noses weirds me out.
Their noses. Oh
they
my
don't
God.
usually have. They don't have noses. It's a flat. It's just like it went from being 2D to 3D, and it's just like a weird transition. That's all I'm saying.
Being stuck in the past.
Listen, I will watch it. I will probably enjoy it.
It looks so good.
That first movie, I cry every time.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's
a great movie. You know, there's a sequel, a direct sequel.
No.
Where you
did it come out around the same time?
That is the iconic. I'm gonna turn my frying pan into a drying pan. Did you not know about that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, I'll find it. It's Mewtwo Strikes Back or something like that. Something really silly.
Did that come out like right afterwards or?
No, it was like straight to DVD.
Okay, because I remember I saw all the movies. Like I had all the movies on VHS. And I had all of those as a kid,
right,
growing up. But like I didn't remember seeing anything like right after that. But those movies are cool. I've always thought that the Pokemon movies are pretty dope.
Yeah, well, I mean, it actually has a fucking story.
Yeah.
When the anime is just like, I'm gonna fight Pokemon. I'm gonna do this.
Dude, don't shit on
Team Rocket.
Don't shit on the anime. That has some fucking dope episodes.
I love Pokemon. I love everything about Pokemon. I'm here to. This is discourse, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The old Pokemon was a cash grab to get little kids to buy toys. That's what 90% of cartoons are.
Yeah.
They did not put much effort into putting a story in.
Yeah.
But that's how they went. There's no problem with it. There's a lot of TV shows like that. This new one.
I think they got better at
animation is godly. The story is a little more there. A little more.
I think they got it better at putting a story in it as the time went on. Because I think they kind of realized that the show took over a lot. Like
the show was like a breadwinner, man.
Yeah,
that's like
they were like, holy shit, this is like this. That probably turned into like most of their like I guess income, but like most of their views. I think I would say. Is like a lot of people like focused on the show, especially like around my childhood.
It put their brand out 100-fold times.
Yeah.
Like if they just did the games and the cards, it wouldn't have gotten so far.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was for me. Like I didn't play the games. I did collect the cards just because I thought they looked cool, but. I never.
You and every other little kid is
like,
Pokemon cards, yeah. I still buy a pack every once in a while. They still have their hooks in me.
Really?
Yeah.
But I never. But the show is what really got me interested. Like the show, and like Trico is my favorite Pokemon, and that's literally what got me there. I saw him in that show, and I was like, that dude's cool as shit. And he basically has fucking lightsabers coming out of his arms, Leaf Blade.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
And then you play the game, and Leaf Blade is just the sprite just like shaking with a leaf around it.
That's why I don't play the games. That's exactly why I don't play the games, because all the games bore the shit out of me. It's just I like seeing them. I like seeing the animations and like the holy shit. And like the thing I liked about the show was that there was a lot of points where they were actually fighting, and like there was some creativity of like, oh, this person's about to do this. I'm not going to use a move, but I'm going to do this to get out of the way, or like they're not. It's not like, oh, I'm just shooting like Thunderbolt at you or whatever. It's like one of my favorite fights about it, and I think we might have talked about this before. I don't know if we kept this in the podcast or not. One of my favorite fights ever happen was was it Cranidos, like the charging Pokemon or whatever? Like was like has the head like a headbutt kind of thing, and like, or is it Rampardos or something?
Cranidos is the first one, and then Rampardos is the evolved form.
Okay, yeah. It was the second one. They were like, he was like fighting Ash or whatever, and Ash lost to it, which that was another thing I loved about that show, is that he lost a decent amount of time.
Hey, guess what? Ash, a little bitch, can't win.
Yeah, he lost a decent amount.
It took him 20 years to win the championship cup thing.
Which is, it's good. It's a good part of it. Like, I don't want to watch a show where they win all the time. Like, that's boring as shit.
I don't think he should have lost every time, though.
I don't think he lost a lot. Like, I think he just didn't go for it, right? Like, he went for like the top of the region and he won that a lot, but he never really like went for like the world championship.
He always won and got all the gym badges because that's how he get to the the championship shit.
Yeah.
And then at some point, somebody threw out a fucking Darkrai, which is a legendary Pokemon, and just wiped his fucking team.
Yeah.
Shit like that would happen.
But I mean, but yeah, like I love, like, there was a part where he was fighting that person. They did that, and then he's training his Pokemon. He was like trying to figure out a way to get around him because he knew that was like a badass bitch Pokemon that was destroying him. And then eventually they got to the point where they like figure out a move where like they would charge at him, and then at the last second they would do like a spin move right past them and then attack him from behind.
Right. I remember that. That was like Diamond and Pearl.
Which was so fucking cool to me.
One of the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I was like, that's so cool to me that they were like, it wasn't just, oh, I use this attack. Oh, your attack is stronger or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He was just like, no, I'm going to work around your specialty and then fucking do this, blah, blah. I don't know. I just thought I always was a fan of that show. That show was like so cool to me, and it was just a lot of uniqueness.
It definitely like put a lot more life into Pokemon.
Yeah. That's why I did. I think that's also why I didn't want to go back to the games, because I already saw them in person. Listen, and I was
the
like,
games by yourself, it's just button masher.
Yeah.
You get through the game to get strong Pokemon to play other people, and that's where the real game is, because it's like mind games, trying to like think ahead of people and like plan ahead for the Pokemon they have, and that's where it's fun. That's where you get the most like hype. Like going online to play is fantastic.
Really? Yeah, I just never got into that. But anyway, I think we missed out on the main talking point. Fast and Furious 9.
Shit,
that's what this podcast is all about. No, we're not getting away from this shit.
I'll veer us somewhere else eventually. Dude, you start talking, and I'll figure out how to get us off of it.
For some fucking reason,
this
they're coming out with the
games.
9th movie.
For some fucking reason,
they're making a lot.
They
of
want money.
They're making so much money off of it, and now you probably didn't look into this at all. But now apparently, Vin Diesel has a brother that we never knew about.
Of course.
And now his brother is after him for some fucking reason.
Oh my god.
And now his brother, they did one of
Who's the actor? What's the actor they wanted to put in?
John Cena.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm kidding.
I knew it was going to be somebody ridiculous. That guy's a wonderful man.
No, he is. He's a really cool person.
He's
yeah.
So cool. This is really stupid.
Yeah, there was one video.
Let them die already. I want Fast and Furious. Okay, they're on 9.
Yeah,
I'll give them to 10. You get double digits, those fuckers need to all die.
Yeah,
in a goddamn explosion. That's the end. We're done.
I was surprised that. Just speaking about John Cena. John Cena is apparently a really cool person, and I think he's
rad as shit.
There's even like a video of a person coming up, going like, "Hey man, like take a picture with me, whatever, like blah blah blah." And he like politely and it's funny because he's like, a wrestler, a badass bitch, like like he's ripped and just looks like a mean dude, but he like went up to him in the most polite way and was like, "Hey man," he's like, "I'm sorry, but I'm with my family. Can you just like?" He's like, "Please not do this. Please just let me live." It's like, "I respect you. Maybe another time, but right now, not the time. Thank you." And he just walked away, and it was like, that's so nice. That's so like I love when celebrities act like humans and they don't act like pieces of shit. That just like, oh, I don't have time for you. Get the fuck away from me. Which
that sounds more human than being nice.
I mean, yeah, but like
somebody to fuck off. That's just, I don't know.
I mean, would you, if somebody came up and said, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" Like if you were known, would it be more human for you to go like fuck off than for you to be like, yeah.
Maybe I'm an asshole, but I feel like most people would be like, "No, go away."
No, I feel like a lot.
I don't know. My soul is tortured. I only feel pain.
In my eyes, I would be like, wow, these are the people that really enjoy what I'm making. Yeah, I'll take a picture with you. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, well, but like in a situation where you don't want to have your picture taken, I'm thinking just like some random person off the side of the street who nobody knows who's like, "Hey, let me take your picture. Let me take your picture." They'd be like, "Fuck off."
Well, I'm thinking more of like not paparazzi, more of like I just because you can't control when your fan is gonna like walk by and be like, "I know you," and he's like, "Okay, yeah, we could take a picture. Yeah, sure, why not?" I
can't help but do this, but we did get off the topic of Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Okay, so, anyway, yeah, Fast and Furious.
No, we were talking about John Cena.
Fast and Furious. Okay, so Fast and Furious.
I flew too close to the side.
John Cena is his brother, and one of my favorite lines that they put in the trailer was this part when they said, "I spend all this time running away from my past. I knew it'd catch up with me one day." And I was just like, that is the most stereotypical fucking trailer soundbite I could ever get.
It's almost
and they put
like,
it
after 8 other movies.
Yeah.
They can't make a good movie.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
As far as I've seen, maybe only Tokyo Drift. As far as I can tell, acting is not an important part of these movies. It's all about action.
There's some good actors. Like there's definitely like a good part of the cast that's good actors.
As action set, oh god, the jokes on the trailers are always what's just like, I'm done.
Yes.
I'm never watching this movie.
Yes. See, I love going to movies and just wanting to have fun. I hate movies that take itself too seriously. I want to go to movies
where it's like, I want to see like Parasite or something. I still need to see Parasite.
Yeah, but I mean, I like movies that make you think, but I also think that people shit on movies that are just for fun too hard.
No,
for me, I'm always like, movies are meant for fun. They're meant for entertainment.
Yes, it's a form of entertainment.
So with me, sometimes I need to go see a Fast and Furious movie that's just dumb, stupid action where The Rock fucking slams his feet and breaks apart a garage.
I heard that was Knives Out. Knives Out was really fun to watch.
Really? Yeah. I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it, but I really want to see it. But the movie's also like really good too. Fast and Furious is arguably not good. Okay, never mind. It's not good. They're not good movies, but they're fun. No. They're fun.
Yes, I'll give you. They're great.
They're so much fun. No, what movie I do think you should see? Well, maybe you shouldn't like strive out to see, but it was actually a pretty good movie. Was Hobbs and Shaw? The it's like the whatever the side story from Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah,
it was actually super good. Like even
listen,
all of my friends, like Hunter hates the Fast and Furious movies, and I think Jason does too. But they walked out, and all of us were like, "That was actually a really good movie. Like that was surprisingly like really good. Like it was." See, haha. If I say it, you don't care. But if like other people say it with actual opinions, you're like, maybe I'll see that movie.
Well, what you're saying, no, that's not what it is. You are a Fast and Furious fan, correct?
I don't want to say fan. I think there's just
plant your flag. Plant it.
I think it's just fun to.
You dabble in Fast and Furious.
I dabble in Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Because I think it's fun. I don't think I would ever say, oh, this one movie, one of my favorite movies. But I do think that they're just.
What is your favorite
I enjoy
movie?
Fun. I think I have like 3 movies that are very similar. Actually, no, 2 movies that are very similar. That I think if you had to put somebody like figure out a genre with these 2 movies, and then you could like kind of figure out what my favorite type of movie is. But I really like Zombieland, and I really like oh my god, Cabin in the Woods.
Ooh, Cabin in the Woods is really good.
They're both. I think
that the one I'm thinking of, where it's like
it's like a comedy horror movie.
Well, it's supposed to be it's supposed to make fun of all the tropes and
yeah.
And I really like that movie.
I think it's movies. I think those are my favorite movies where it's like action and there's like some serious shit happening, but they don't take themselves too seriously. Like they just have fun with it. Like Zombieland.
I'm pretty sure. Oh god, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth was in that movie.
Yes, he was.
Which was just like that was before anybody knew who he was.
He fucking rides his motorcycle into a wall,
and he was. Oh my god, yes, that was amazing.
Yeah, see, I love movies that like have serious moments and like. Oh, it's an actual serious thing that's going on, but they don't take themselves serious at all. Because I honestly feel like that's kind of how I go through life myself.
So what's
like even in serious moments when like people are like, "Oh, this is the worst thing that could ever happen," I'm like, "Well, it's not the worst." And you just make jokes about it, and they're like always like, "This is not the time," and I'm like, "Well, when are you gonna make jokes about it? Just make jokes about it. It'll make it go by faster."
I can't believe I'm admitting this. This is when I thought it wasn't true. When I found out that Kobe Bryant died, I thought it was a joke.
I woke up from a nap and I saw that because the first thing immediately was just like Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash, and I was like,
that just sounds
fake.
So nonsensical.
Yeah,
I can't believe
like
it.
Not real.
And then you find out it's like here's how it goes: Kobe Bryant helicopter crash, dead.
Yeah,
this is real. He was with his daughter. He was with all these people. Yeah. All these people died. And then it's just like it was the pilot's fault.
They haven't figured that out yet. There is an argument that he probably shouldn't have been flying that day.
That's okay.
But they haven't figured out what the actual cause was yet. There's some people. It was just like foggy, and it was not the best weather conditions. He's a very inspirational guy, and he seemed like a very dope person that a lot of people were just gonna miss out on by never being around when he was around. And then the biggest tragedy is that his daughter was in there, or like the other kids too. But like,
Yeah.
it's just that's just the worst part because she seemed like she had such a bright future.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she was already like really fucking good at basketball, and like he was predicting that she was going to be the one that was going to like move on. Like he has like 3 other daughters, but he was like this one's going to fucking kill it. And that's what they were going.
Those 3 daughters and that wife, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
That's what they were going to. They were going to a basketball game, like his organization. If you didn't know, he has an organization for, I think it's like a little kid basketball league and stuff like that. And it's like I think it's called like the Mamba organization or something like that. That might not be true, but I know it was an organization. That's why his daughter was there. The coach was there, and their daughter was there. It was like that's why there was like another family and like kids. I think it was his private helicopter, but it was like his daughter was there. One of the other girl teammates was there, and then her mom was there, and then like a coach was there or something like that. Okay. Anyway, I think it's very sad, but I think we should move on because we like to have a happy mentality when going through this podcast.
Let's take a break and just like get back into the podcast. Get back into the
hype. All right, and we're back. Okay, so before we fully move away from that Fast and Furious moment, I just wanted to tell you another thing that's also going to piss you off.
Listen, man, I've been trying this whole time to keep you. That's been my whole shtick for the past however long, was to get you off Fast and Furious.
Stop me from talking about Fast and Furious.
Stop trying to stop you from stopping me from stopping you.
So one guy that was my favorite character from like earlier movies that died off.
Is he back?
He's back.
Motherfucker. That's so stupid. He died. He's dead. How the fuck? Did they clone him or something stupid?
I have nobody knows.
Danny, if they clone him, you will get a punch.
Okay, I'll take it.
You will receive 1 punch in the mail, sir.
I think in order to celebrate this podcast, we need to go watch the Fast and Furious movie together. And let's just discuss how ridiculous that movie is.
I am neither fast nor furious at any time in my life. I'm pretty chill, and I'm pretty fucking slow. My fastest mile was like 20 minutes.
I think we need to go watch together as a family.
Breaks. As a family?
Yeah.
As a podcasting family?
Yes, exactly. And then if we get like a person that's like in the background that helps us out with it, we'll go watch. We'll take him too.
I will watch Fast and Furious with you. But
yes.
There has to be. No, never mind.
I'll give you a little,
I'm not.
I'll give you a little sloppy toppy.
I just need some sort of incentive to actually. You will not slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Okay, that's not happening.
We'll figure something out.
This is a house of Christ, sir.
That's all the way in May. So long from now.
What?
The movie comes
out. The new one. I thought we were going to watch the first one.
Do you want to?
No.
They're all on I think Netflix, I think?
Oh, what's Netflix? Never heard of it.
Oh, we're watching it. Never mind. Oh yeah, we're definitely watching it. I thought we were just going to wait till a new one.
Oh my god.
Yes. But yeah, the guy was just like,
I will do it for content, for podcast content.
Yes.
And I'm gonna shit on it. I'm gonna shit so hard on it.
I'm so ready for your shit.
I'm gonna have a prolapsed anus. I'm gonna shit on it so hard.
But yeah, at the end of the trailer, they were like, "Hey, I have a little surprise for you," and the guy just casually walks in eating a snack or something like that.
Fuck you.
And we're just like, okay, he's back, I guess.
Oh my god.
They knew that he was one of the best characters, so they need to bring him back. Okay. Anyway, little funny thing that is not Fast and Furious related. We could be done with that.
Okay, I can actually have a good mood now.
Yeah.
That was all an act. So I actually love Fast and Furious.
You just fell for a bit.
It's like in every bit there's some truth.
Yeah.
And this one was 90% truth. 90%. Fuck Fast and Furious.
Okay, so if you didn't hear the news,
did you not catch the beginning of the podcast? I can't hear shit.
So
I can't wait to hear what the fuck that sounded like.
That was pretty loud.
I can't hear shit. I'm an idiot.
So you know that Loki's coming out with a movie.
Movie?
There's going to be a Loki movie.
Like how low key are we talking? Like no, it's like
so low key nobody's going to go see it in the theaters.
I thought it was like a Disney Plus thing.
What?
Loki?
I think it's a movie. Maybe it's a Disney Plus. I think it's a movie.
Shit.
because you know who they got for Loki, who's been casted. Not to play Loki. I think it's still gonna be the same guy.
Yeah, it is.
You know who's
Who did they throw in there?
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
They don't know who he's gonna be.
Wow.
They don't know who. Like, we haven't realized who he's gonna be, but he's in the movie.
Oh yeah.
So my original thought.
Great.
I didn't know for sure. Like
Wow.
at first when I saw it, I thought that it was just like he's playing Loki.
Oh wow.
And you know how Loki just turns invisible and just travels around everywhere.
Yeah.
You can keep doing that the whole time.
Wow.
This bit is gonna be for good content if you keep doing that.
God damn it. I'm sorry. It's rule of threes. I did like 10 or 20 wows there. I apologize.
But it does kind of play on the joke that I was gonna say. Why?
Because I remembered that video of a lightsaber fight where they changed all the lightsaber effects to Owen Wilson.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's just, that's my happy place.
Well, what I was gonna say
anyway
was that I thought that they were gonna. They said that he was casted as Loki at first. And so my mind thought, you know how he's always invisible and teleports to places and stuff like that, like Loki does. And
yeah, like real. I'm not doing that joke again. I'm not doing
and
that joke.
he will just like kind of like he's like the mischief god, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine Owen Wilson just appearing behind, just kills you.
Just like snap a neck.
See, that's why I didn't want you to stop doing that because I was already gonna play it into there. But then
I'm sorry. That was the easiest pull I could do. That's all I know about Owen Wilson.
But I just imagine him like going, disappearing, just hearing, wow, and just like it's like a horror movie. Just, where is he?
Bump bump.
Wow.
And it just gets louder and louder. Just wow.
But yeah, that was
wow.
I'm interested to see Owen Wilson in a Marvel movie. I don't know how that's gonna be.
I don't remember the last movie I saw with Owen Wilson.
The biggest
what's
one,
that? Wedding Crashers is the last movie I saw with Owen Wilson.
The movies I always remember him for is like the Race Around the World in 50 Days or something like that.
With Cars. He was in Cars.
Who was he in Cars?
He was.
Is he Lightning McQueen?
He was Mr. Kachow. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Kachow.
What the fuck? That was good. That was good. You flawlessly mixed Lightning McQueen and Owen Wilson.
It's not hard. They're the same person.
But
you want me to do what's his name?
Also, have you ever seen Drill Bit Taylor?
It sounds familiar.
I think that's the name of the movie.
Oh yeah, I have seen
it. It also has Josh Peck in it.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. That was a movie where they were trying to fight each other make them like learn how to fight.
That was that series of movies that were trying to.
It was one movie. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's only
no. It's like this like genre of trying to do what Superbad did.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kids getting into trouble. And it's a comedy, like raunchy.
Yeah, but Drill Bit Taylor was actually really good.
2010s, maybe.
I think so. I mean, Josh. Yeah, it was after Drake and Josh, and
rest in peace.
But I just remember it was after Drake and Josh because Drake and Josh was Josh was already skinny.
I'm sorry,
and he just looked like a badass bully in this movie. And I was
that
like,
was the first time where we were like, hey, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it was like you do. But I liked it. I liked him in that movie. I also liked him in what was the movie? Red? Was that movie Red Dawn?
I know what you're talking about because for some reason I remember everything with him in it. I've not seen any of it.
Really? The movie is really good. Mm-hmm. The movie is actually. I think about that.
Well, it's like a
on
remake.
The daily. Yeah, I think about that movie on the daily of like what if
you don't jack off to Red Dawn?
I think about it's not really even how good the movie is, but I always think about what if we were just attacked right now? Because that whole movie is them like the
that's like just because
other country like parachuting in and fucking taking over, and then you're like, I always think about that, like, oh, what if we just got attacked right now by like people like attacking us? We had to like, I always. No matter what situation I'm in, and it's not just because of Red Dawn, but it's like zombie apocalypse, all apocalyptic type shit, war stuff. Every time I'm in a room with a lot of people, I always think, what if the world ended right now? Or what if something happened where I had to be trapped with these people forever? And the immediate thought is, okay, so we're gonna split off into couples. It's like that's gonna be the first thing. The world ends, and you're like that's your only options. You know what I mean? Like that's your only your only and yeah, maybe eventually you run into another group. But first things first, you're gonna think about, oh, I would sleep with that person. Probably not sleep with that person. That one's gonna be the loner. I always think about that. And then I was think about who's gonna be like the bronze, who's gonna be the brains, who's gonna be the leader of the group.
That kind of like thought of like we're gonna get attacked at any time. I was like, you probably need to go to therapy. And then you brought sex into it, and I was like, you definitely need to go to therapy.
No, it's not. It's not really fear. It's just more of like interesting thoughts. Like it keeps me like it keeps me entertained. I'm just like, oh, what would happen right now if
Which one of my friends do I want to fuck?
it's not friends. It's not like our friend group. I never think that. That's easy. I mean, like that's very
It's obviously
I'm
me.
gonna fuck Hunter. No, it's
Get in line, buddy.
it's not like friend group. It's not people that I know. It's always like I'm in class or I'm at work or or I'm just like trapped at a situation like the DMV and I'm just like, oh, what would happen right now if I
You
died?
would not want to pair off with anybody at the DMV.
No, I would just run out and die. just kill me. No, but I do think about that every now and then. I think about if there's like an intruder, how I would be able to escape this room or something like that, and like not this room, but I remember
we would blind them with our new lights.
there was one time, please run away. But no, like I remember there was one time specifically where I was in this classroom and I was thinking, okay, if there's a fire right now, because I think we were talking about fires in a building. I was like, if there's a fire in this building right now, and we had to jump out the window, thinking that there's no ladder or no soft spot to
The only
carry
soft
us down.
spot is on your head.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
I was thinking.
I just like throwing in insults every once in a while.
I was thinking like, how would we? I was like, okay, you could probably get all of our jackets and tie a rope.
Oh
off,
my god!
And then like put it on a chair so it's like it won't go past the window and it's just tied off of there and stuff like that. I think about this stuff.
Were you like? Did somebody hurt you? Did somebody
No.
like stick you in a room?
I think I just really like apocalyptic type movies, so I like thinking like, oh, the world's ending. How are we gonna survive?
So
Whatever.
it's a sport. Surviving is a sport for you. That's how easy it is.
Oh yeah. I'd be so pissed off because there are so many. I also think about this a lot. Is that in apocalyptic movies there are always those people that die off very early that had no fighting chance.
Me.
It's not even like the people that you don't think will make it. It's the people that are literally like walking home. And imagine you're in like a bigger city and you're walking
and you
home.
just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Like a zombie apocalypse. Imagine you're walking home and it's like a crowded street and just walking past people like normal. And then one person just walks past. They start turning right there and they just look next to you and just bite you. And then you're like, are you fucking kidding? Like imagine you dying, you being in heaven or something like that. And you're like, really? You're gonna spawn camp me like that? I didn't even get to play the game. I just started and you killed me. That's what I always think about.
So what you're doing right now is just making it hard for me to go outside.
Yeah, basically.
Because like I'm just sitting here thinking like, yeah, add that to the list of reasons I don't need to go out.
There's also if you don't know this, there's like a chain of I think there's like a pretty professional group of thieves that are going on right now. I think it's like in Columbus.
What?
Where it's like organized crime. Like they're like robbing places, but like kind of like professionally done. I don't think they've killed anybody yet, but they're getting the job done where they're taking shit and getting out of there.
Holy shit.
I think so. And so where at work, they kind of just let us know and they're like, hey, that's happening. So, odds are not that high for us, but you never know. And I was for the rest of the day, I was just thinking, I could hide there. I could run out through this door from here. And like every now and then when I'm like putting stuff away, I'm just like, oh, I can make a beeline for this door right now. And I was like, I could easily just jump out of here and make it out before anybody even notices I'm here. And yeah, so like I think about that a lot. I don't think it's really fear. I don't think it's like, oh, I'm scared of the world or I'm scared of what might happen. It's more of just fun. It's just more of thinking, oh, what if I was in that? It's the same scenario. Have you ever? Apparently, this is a common thought. But when you were a kid, did you used to think, like, if there was an intruder right now, how would you be the hero, kind of thing? Because apparently that's a common thought, and I used to think about this all the time. Like if there was an intruder, I'd be like, oh, and it would go like really into detail. It's like, oh, I would like smack his arm, kick him in the leg, do all this detail, like grab this ruler or this chair right here and like do this or whatever, like do this move. Mm-hmm. Like I would look at the surroundings and go like, oh, if he just walked in right now, I'd fucking like toss this at him, do this and do that, and like fucking tackle him and shit like that. Like, have you ever thought about that?
I don't think I've ever had those kinds of thoughts.
Really?
I tend to avoid those kinds of thoughts.
I always think about like how would I be the hero? Like how would I save everybody and all this stuff?
You
like,
get your Ben 10 watch on and be like, hero time.
Fuck yeah, dude! I wish I had a Ben 10 watch. Dude's cool as shit. Anyway, yeah. So, just props out to Ben Tennyson right there.
It's like we're gonna put when we get the podcast man, we're putting a Ben 10 banner all the way.
Fuck yeah, I'm so down for that.
And it's gonna have like all of his little aliens.
I can name the 10 right now, but I'm not going to because don't want to descend that far.
we gotta save that content for the Ben 10 episode.
Yeah, but yeah, so you never thought about that? You never thought about shit like that when like people?
I thought, where am I gonna hide my Game Boy so they don't steal my Game Boy?
Like in real life, like not even think about like scenarios. Like, is that if an intruder came, or is that in just general? Like you're
intruder.
Oh, okay. No, I would.
See, I lock my doors, and I have a lot of I put a lot of my mental like safety into. I lock the door, everything's fine.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and then I come home, and it's not double locked. I'm like, well, everything's stolen. Like that's what goes through my head. It's like, how can I secure everything I enjoy so nobody can get it?
So I don't know how true this is, but apparently there was like a serial killer that
I'm talking about some fun shit, dude.
I don't remember his name. I feel like it had something to do with like a vampire type shit, but like it was like a nickname. It was like
Ronald McDonald.
No, you're hungry, aren't you? Pretty hungry too, because you said that and I was like, oh, that sounds
hungry
so good
for
right
that
now.
grind, dude. We're making podcast money.
But there's like, it was like a serial killer that basically his mentality, and you know they're all like crazy, you know they all have fucked up shit in their brain,
right?
His mentality was that if he went to a house and the door was unlocked, he would go in and kill everybody. And in his mind, it was like, well, they're welcoming me in. So I'm gonna go do that.
You just gave me nightmares for the next week.
So I every time, and that I think I was told, I learned about that as a kid. So every time I'm in my house, I'm like, I'm locking this shit. Also, I grew up in New York, so it's like it's like a normal thing of like if your door's not locked, somebody could come in and rob
like
you.
People
and shit
who
like
live in nice neyborhoods. What's that like to just leave your door open?
No, I don't get that. Like, okay, I'll tell that nobody come to my fucking house, but my roommates do this shit a lot where they'll just leave the door unlocked, and I'm just like, why is this unlocked? And they're like, well, I was upstairs. Like, I was like, well, I was like, I'm here. I know somebody's coming in. I was like, well, what if they come in and you don't realize they're in yet? Like, there's so many times where I walk in and they don't even realize I'm home until like 10 minutes after I'm home.
Right.
And then also, there's been times where I think I told them in my last house, you know, this doesn't happen as much now, but in my last house, I remember I was asleep. Like, I think I slept in, did wake up until like 11 or 12 or whatever. And then I took a shower, you know, got ready, whatever, and then I didn't leave my house until like maybe 2 or 3 to go do something. Mm-hmm. I walked, and then right when I got to my door, I realized it was unlocked. And I was sleeping like a baby, getting in the shower, not realizing at all that somebody could have just walked in.
Right.
And I would have noticed that at all.
That stuff scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I just recently there was a video of just a woman, just an old woman, who just had a knife. She was on somebody's like front door camera, just sitting there, just like thinking about killing people.
Oh my god!
Just sitting there, like, and she was definitely like psycho.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She's just like messing with it in her hands and stuff. And then also, I forget where, but there was like a warning. This is really creeping me out. There was a warning, like, don't open the door to sounds of babies crying or anything, or little children crying for help, because it's a recording and they're trying to get you to open your door so they can fuck with you. And it's just like, don't open the door, call 911.
Jesus, that's
and
terrifying.
It's just like, how the fuck am I supposed to sleep at night?
You know what really scares me more than that stuff? That I want to terrify you even more? Have you ever seen the stories?
Hold on. Talk to me in my bag so I don't hear it.
Have you ever seen the stories about people living in people's attics?
Shut the fuck up. I'm so glad I don't have an attic.
Oh my god! Like, cause you know nobody ever goes in there. Nobody nobody just checks in there. They put stuff in there that they don't care about, and then there's like footage of people that will
they'll crawl down when nobody's home.
Yeah, or in the middle of the night they'll
You're
like find a way.
You're making me nauseous. I'm like shaking.
That's terrifying because I don't think. Okay, so I don't know if did you ever watch Phil the Future?
Yes.
Do you remember when the caveman just lived in their house and they didn't know about it?
I don't remember that.
Eventually, you know, they had a caveman character that was just hanging around with them or whatever. Mm-hmm. Didn't come in until like the I don't know, halfway through the season or whatever. And then they're like, oh, where is he? He's like, oh, he must have stowed away in our RV when we were in the prehistoric era or whatever. Because, you know, they were like on vacation and then he got stuck in that time or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, he must have stowed away in there, whatever. And it's like, does nobody think about how fucking creepy that is? He was just in your RV and then in your house for like months, and then you just found him because he accidentally fucked up and got food while you were home or something like that. Like, there's nobody thinking about this. Like, I felt like the only sane person. Like, hello, that's fucking creepy.
Hello, Phil of the future.
Yeah, and then I hear stuff about people actually doing that in real life, where it's like they'll hide in attics and they won't come home. Like,
Fuck that.
I saw a very specific video where a guy lived in an apartment like he was like in an apartment building. He didn't even have like a real attic, but there's like this crawl space that was like used for this old vent or whatever.
Right.
And he kept thinking that his girlfriend was stealing his food from him, and so he put a camera just being like, like he thought that his girlfriend was just lying to him, but kind of just like not really like in a bad way. It was just like joking with him or whatever. So he's like, I'm going to catch you in the act. You're taking my food and you're lying about it. And then he sees this lady fucking cry. And this was while he was asleep. Oh, and the creepiest part about
We need to stop. The
creepiest part about this. No.
I am Patrick. I'm a big oof.
The creepiest part about this.
I am Patrick. I'm a big oof.
Creepiest part about this.
Oh my God. I'm done. I don't want to hear it.
He's recording her and she comes down from the attic to go get food, right? Then she hears him coming, so she just hides in the room when he's in there. So he literally walks past her, doesn't realize that she's there, gets food and whatever, like goes to the fridge, gets something, and then leaves out. And she's literally standing in the same room as him.
I'm going to vomit. I am going to vomit like everywhere. That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
So creepy. And then like once he leaves, she just goes back into the little crawl space. And then the next day he checked the footage and he just called the cops and got her out of there. But yeah, that's fucking crazy.
We need to end it here. I can't go on anymore. I need time to recover.
But yeah, anyway, Owen Wilson and Loki would be pretty cool.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I am Danny.
I'm Danny. I'm a big oof.
I am Patrick. I'm traumatized. Don't stick Q-tips in your ear, apparently.
So you're literally just reading off the script.
I'm defeated. I'm done.
Patrick, how you feeling after this? You don't have to get your mic. Just tell me how you feeling.
Tell them I'm going to vomit.
Okay, he's going to vomit. I think we're okay though.
I don't have to like call it an ambulance. I'll be fine.
Yeah. I think he's okay.
Lock all my doors.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine for episode 7. He's locking the door now. He's making sure that everything's good. Okay. Just making sure that we're good. See you guys in episode 7. Peace out.